Hello everybody, I am Kapu Sravanti, lecturer in CE. Today I am here to talk about principles of extending the range of DC ammeter and voltmeter. In the previous class we have discussed about construction and working of PMMC instruments and derived the expression for deflecting torque in PMMC instrument. Now today's class we are going to learn about working of PMMC ammeter, how to extend the range of an ammeter to different range measurements and calculate the required shunt value for the given load current, and next working of PMMC voltmeter and extend the range of a voltmeter to different range measurements and calculate the required multiplier value for the given voltage range. These are the learning objectives for today's presentation. Now coming to the ammeter, PMMC ammeter is nothing but it is a basic DC ammeter. The basic movement of a DC ammeter is nothing but D/1 galvanometer. Since coil winding of a basic movement is small and light, it can carry only small currents. When large currents are to be measured, it is necessary to bypass a major part of the current through a resistance called a shunt resistance. So, coming to the diagram, to measure DC in a circuit, it is connected as shown. That is, here we have connected ammeter in series, and here there is a load, that is resistance load. Here the supply, that is a DC supply. The operating current flows through the coil. Force is experienced by the current carrying coil. The coil is attached to the spindle. The pointer moves on a scale because it is attached to the spindle. Low resistance or shunt is put in parallel to the meter to increase the DC current range. This is about the working construction or working operation. Here the ammeter is connected in series with the supply along with a shunt. You can see here the shunt resistance is connected to the ammeter, and this is connected to the resistance load. Now, how can we measure the high ranges of currents known to the unknown? We already know ammeter can be used for the measurements of currents. Can we use a 0 to 5 amp ammeter to measure 500 amps? No or yes? No. Why? Because the range of the ammeter is very small range, that is 0 to 5 amps. Here the maximum range is only 5 amps we can measure. That means it can measure from 0 to 5 amps only we can measure. We can't measure the 500 ampere range. So how to measure this much of long range? We can measure different currents with a single ammeter with the help of a shunt, multiplier, auto transformer and a rheostat. Now coming to the shunt. What is a shunt? Shunt is a low resistance conductor connected in parallel with the ammeter to extend its range. So we can increase the range of the current by using shunt. What are the uses of shunt? By connecting shunt resistance of suitable value across the galvanometer, large current flows through the shunt and a small portion of current flows through the meter. Thus, the meter is protected from the damage due to flow of large current through it. Hence, the life of galvanometer can be increased. Now, coming to the how to extend the range of ammeter by using shunt. Here, we have connected one ammeter and there is a shunt resistance. Resistance is connected in shunt. The total current, that is I, that is divided into two parts, that is one is the shunt circuit and the other through the meter circuit, that is the ammeter. Now coming to the how to we can derive or calculate the current, and how to calculate the ammeter current, and how to calculate the meter current, and how to calculate the meter resistance, and how to calculate the shunt resistance. Now let us see. This is the mathematical analysis of the ammeter using a shunt. The shunt resistance can be calculated with reference to the figure. Let Rm, that is a meter internal resistance of the coil, resistance of the coil in meter in ohms, and Rsh, that is the shunt resistance in ohm, Im, that is full scale deflection current in amperes, and I, that is capital I, current to be measured in amps, that is the total current. And now coming to the step 1, that is the total current is equal to ISH plus IM. Total current is equal to ISH plus IM. Here the current is divided into two parts here, because this is a parallel circuit. Parallel circuit acts as a current divider. Hence the total current is divided into meter current, that is nothing but ammeter current, and shunt current. So the total current is equal to the I equal to ISH plus IM. ISH is equal to I minus IM, the shunt current. This is the equation for the shunt current. Now coming to the step 2, since the shunt resistance RSH is in parallel with the RM, hence the voltage drop across them is also same. So the voltage drop, we already know that according to the Ohm's law, V equal to IR. Hence the voltage drops across the two resistances, that is shunt resistance and meter resistance, are equal. Hence ISH is equal into RSH is equal to IM into RM. From this we can derive the formula shunt resistance is equal to IM into RM by ISH. Now the step 3, substituting the substituting the current equation, that is ISH is equal to I minus IM according to the KCL we can apply. Now from this we can get RSH is equal to IM into RM divided by substitute the ISH value, that is I minus IM. Now we can get RSH is equal to IM into RM by I minus IM. Dividing both the numerator and denominator by IM, we can get RSH is equal to RM divided by I by IM minus 1. Or RSH is equal to RM by M minus 1. Here M is equal to I by IM. Here the M is called multiplication factor of shunt, or which is also called multiplying power. Now this multiplying power is equal to I by IM, and we can derive the equation 1 plus RM by RSH. So the shunt resistance is equal to Rm by M minus 1. This is the formula for the shunt resistance. By suitably calculating the shunt resistance and using it across the galvanometer, the range of it can be increased. This is the shunt for AC measurement. We have applied the inductance in the circuit, shunt for AC measurement. Now coming to the problems. Here there is a one question. A 1 milliamp moving coil instrument with an internal resistance of 100 ohm is to be converted into a 100 milliamp ammeter. Calculate the shunt resistance required. So now let us see the solution. We can write the given data, that is 1 milliamp, that is meter current, and next 100 ohm, that is the meter resistance Rm, and we have to find out the shunt resistance RSH. Shunt multiplication factor, that is equal to m, small m is equal to capital I by Im. M equal to, if you substitute the values in the equation, m is equal to 100 by 1. RSH is equal to Rm by minus 1. Hence, if you substitute the values, that is Rm equal to 100 ohms and m equal to 100, you can get the value shunt resistance, that is 1.01 ohm. Now coming to the different types of ranges of measurement, that is we can measure the large ranges of current by using the multi-range ammeter and also the universal shunt meter. By using this, we can get the very large values of the current. Now coming to the PMMC voltmeter. PMMC voltmeter, nothing but it is a permanent magnet moving coil voltmeter. This is a basic DC voltmeter, a basic directional movement that can be converted into a DC voltmeter by connecting a high resistance, that is load, in series with the series. That is, you can see in the figure, there is a DC supply and there is a voltmeter and load is connected. You can see from here, the voltmeter is connected in series with the multiplier, that is the multiplier is a very high resistance value. So now coming to the construction, the instrument is connected across the supply. The current flowing through the coil is proportional to the voltage to be measured, and the force is experienced by the current carrying coil. The coil is attached to the spindle. Pointer moves on scale because it is attached to the spindle. High resistance or multiplier, which is put in series to the meter to increase the DC voltage range. You can see from here. Now coming to the brief operation. Once again, The function of the multiplier here it is to limit the current through the basic moment so that the meter current does not exceed the full scale deflection value. Can we use 0 to 50 volt meter to measure 500 volt meter? No. Why? Because the range of the voltmeter is maximum range is 50 volts. By using this we can't measure the 500 volts. So how to measure the high ranges of voltages? By using we can measure different voltages with a single voltmeter with the help of multiplier. We can get now coming to the multiplier definition. Multiplier is a high resistance element connected in series with the voltmeter to extend its range. Next, what are the properties required for the multiplier? The first property is it has low temperature coefficient of resistance and its resistance should not change with time, and they have negligible inductance. Now, how to extend the range of MC voltmeter? You can see from the figure. Here the supply voltage is capital V, that is the DC supply, and the resistance is connected in series with the voltmeter, and there is a load, that is a resistance load. The meter resistance is voltmeter resistance is capital RM, and meter series resistance of the series connected series resistance that is connected in series, that is represented with capital RS. Now coming to the mathematical analysis, the multiplier resistance can be calculated as with reference to the figure. Then let us see. Let Rm is equal to the internal resistance of the coil or meter in ohms. Rs is equal to the multiplier resistance, that is series multiplier resistance in ohms, and capital Im is equal to full scale deflection current in amperes, and capital V is equal to voltage of the circuit to be measured, that is nothing but a full range voltage to be measured. Now let us see how to calculate the multiplier resistance. Step 1, that is applying KVL to the closed loop of the circuit. Here there is a closed loop now. So applying KVL, we can get the equation plus V minus Im into Rs minus Im into Rm is equal to 0. Now V equal to Im into Rm plus Im into Rs. Im into Rs is equal to V minus Im into Rm. The series multiplier resistance is given by Rs equal to V by Im minus Rm. Let V equal to voltage drop across the meter, and small v is equal to Im into Rm. The multiplying factor, that is M equal to capital V by small v, and now M is equal to Im into Rm plus Rs divided by Im into Rm. small m is equal to, now if we simplify this equation, Im into Rm by Im into Rm gets cancelled and we can get a 1 plus Im into Rs by Im into Rm. Im gets cancelled and Rs by Rm is, we can get multiplier resistance that is given by cap small m minus 1 into Rm. That means the right hand equation 1 plus Rs by Rm, if the 1 goes to left hand side and if we multiply it with the Rm, we can get the series resistance, that is a multiplier resistance. Now how to solve the problems of the MC ammeter range? Here there is a problem. There is a 1 milliamp moving coil instrument with an internal resistance of 100 ohm is to be converted into a 100 milliamp ammeter. Calculate the shunt resistance required. We have already seen the meter current is equal to 1 milliamp and meter resistance is equal to the 100 ohm. Shunt resistance is given by how much? Shunt resistance is, that is shunt multiplication factor, according to the formula m equal to I by Im. M equal to 100 by 1. We can get 100. RSH is equal to Rm by minus 1 and RSH is equal to 100 by 100 minus 1. We can get RSH is equal to 1.01 ohm. Okay. So the range of the basic DC voltmeter can be extended by using number of multipliers and a selector switch by using multi-range voltmeter. And also now coming to the conclusion, that is if we coming to the summary, so far we have discussed about the PMMC ammeter and PMMC voltmeter. The PMMC ammeter is used to measure the current for different ranges. That means the PMMC ammeter is used to measure the current, and there is a multi-range ammeter that is used to measure the different ranges of current, and a universal Arrayton shunt that is also used to measure the different ranges of current. And the PMMC voltmeter that is used to measure the voltage. Now here there is a multiplier in voltmeter. We are connecting a series resistance, so that is called multiplier. Multiplier is a high resistance connected in series with the voltmeter to extend its range. Multiplier resistance Rs equal to m minus 1 into Rm, where Rs equal to multiplier resistance, m equal to multiplying factor of multiplier or the power factor, and Rm equal to meter resistance. Multiplying factor of the multiplier is equal to capital V by small v. Capital V is the full range voltage and at the supply voltage, and small v is the voltage drop across the meter. Now coming to the quiz part, shunt is dash a low resistance element, a high resistance element, a low inductance element. The answer is shunt is a low resistance element. Now shunt is connected in dash: A series with the load, B parallel with the load, C series with the ammeter, D parallel with the ammeter. Shunt is connected in, that is what, parallel with the what, parallel with the load. Now coming to the third one, shunt is used to extend the range of dash ammeter, voltmeter, wattmeter and ohmmeter. Ammeter is used to measure the current. Voltmeter is used to measure the voltage. Wattmeter is used to measure the power. Ohmmeter is used to measure the resistance. Hence, the shunt is used to measure the or extend the range of ammeter. Shunt multiplication factor is equal to dash. The shunt multiplication factor is Im by ISH, ISH by Im and C I by Im and D Im by I. The correct answer is shunt multiplication factor M is equal to I by Im, which is also known as multiplying power. Multiplier is a dash. A. High resistance, B. High inductance, C. Low resistance, D. Low capacitance. The answer is A. High resistance. Sixth one, multiplier is used to extend the range of a dash. A. Capacitor, B. Voltmeter, C. Ammeter, D. Wattmeter. The answer is B. Voltmeter. Multiply resistance Rs equal to dash. A. M minus 1 into Rm, B. M plus 1 into Rm, C. Rm and D. M into Rm. So the answer is what? M plus 1 into Rm. Multiplying factor is equal to M equal to dash V star into V, V by V and C V by small v by capital V and D V by I. The correct answer is capital V by small v. Frequently asked questions. Let us see. Describe the methods to extend the range of ammeter. Calculate the second one. Calculate the shunt required to extend the range of moving coil ammeter which takes 20 milliamps to measure 20 amps if the resistance of the coil is 0.075 ohms. And next, explain the use of multipliers for extension of range of voltmeters. And the next one is a moving coil voltmeter has a resistance of 20 ohms and takes a current of 100 milliamp for full scale deflection. Calculate the value of the resistance to be added in series with the voltmeter to measure the voltage of 500 volts. These are all the frequently asked questions. And now I hopeful this presentation is useful somewhat. Thank you one and all for listening this presentation. Thank you.